Hello and welcome to another episode of Twins Talk Tubi. Sonia and Sandra here, and we are here to review another Tubi movie for you. So, we are still in the month of June, and the theme for the month of June is weddings and brides. So, the movie that we're talking about today is called Russian Bride. And this movie came out in 2018, and this is the premise. A Russian single mother who meets an American billionaire on a dating app moves to the US to marry him and learns he's a psycho out to destroy her. And as always, we'll start off with our first time reaction of the movie. We'll go on the count of three. One, two, three. Ah! Let me tell you,
Yeah, let's co we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it.
this movie, first of all, I thought it was very well made, very well shot.
Very
I
well
like the
acted.
I like the acting, yeah, well acted. I like the acting in this one.
Hmm.
And there was a lot of there was a lot of suspense in this movie
Yep.
and a lot of, for me, kind of, I guess I'll say it this way. I didn't know what was around the corner.
Yeah.
There was a lot of surprises in this movie that I didn't expect.
I agree with that.
Okay, very good. So this movie was nuts. So like the premise says, there's a bride, Russian woman. She's a single mother. Her daughter is like 10, about 10 years old
Yeah,
or
man.
so. And she meets this guy, very rich
Yeah,
guy, on a dating
a
app
dating site that or men looking for specifically
for
for
European or Russian women and things like
right.
that. So, she meets this person and decides she's gonna move. Well, he moved her to the United States and he meets her and
And
they
the
get married.
daughter.
And the daughter, yes, and the daughter. And they get married and they're living in this huge mansion and she's kind of living the life. But pretty quickly you get the feeling that things are a little off. And
Yeah.
I think she gets that too. But she wants to be happy in this new life for her
Right.
daughter.
And she kind of and it's like she's she kind of has no other options. Like she's poor and
Yeah,
she has to take care of her daughter, so in a
yeah,
way she knows something's not maybe right, but also she's like, well, if this gets messed up,
yeah.
like,
But
we
also, yes, but also I think she does come to the United States with the idea that she does love this guy or
oh
she wants to
she's
pursue
really trying.
something,
Yes.
and and she's trying, right? And I think she's is the beginning is kind of getting to know someone and how they are, the quirks, things like that. And I think in the beginning she saw something that was kind of off, but maybe not as much as not as much, not so much to deter her from kind of staying in his life.
Yeah.
Anyway, little by little, you start to see he has these reactions to the way he reacts to her and
Yeah.
just to things in general. He starts to make his relationship with the staff, because there's a maid and a
Yeah,
butler and in the
like a
house,
housekeeper,
housekeeper, butler
yeah.
that's there all the time in the house, living, and he has this kind of weird relationship with them. And
Yeah.
it does kind of look like he's trying to be nice and have a relationship with the daughter too,
Yeah,
you know?
it does seem in the beginning he's trying to, make sure she's comfortable and feels welcomed
Yes.
and too. So
So and that's great, but then he has these little quirks kind of that you can see changes in his personality
yeah.
when he's talking, if something happens, how he reacts and things
Well,
like
not
that.
changes, but just his real
Well, no, not
that
change. I
is
don't mean
coming
changes. I
out.
mean, but he's from being the nice kind of stepfather person.
Right.
He changes a little bit, and
Right.
he goes a little darker, and not because he's mentally. ill. It's just I think
No, it's
I
right.
think it's just I think it's just he has well, we find out later, but like he has this mission. He's doing things for a reason, basically.
Yeah.
He has this woman
Yeah,
and her daughter there for a reason.
he
And
has
we
an
find that
agenda.
out. And
He
we
has an
find that out
agenda.
later. Apparently he was married at some point. He had been married. He had a child. The wife died. The wife died and the child got sick.
Had
His
an
child
illness.
got
Yes.
sick. And we well, I watching this and I'm thinking, okay, so he's suffering because his child died. The wife died and then the
The
child
wife
got.
died, the child died, so he's trying to like kind of compensate.
Yeah, and I'm trying and I'm
Fill the
thinking, or
void.
he's just hurt by it. And I didn't think he was trying to compensate necessarily, but I thought he was just hurt by it and maybe having the new bride and the daughter there kind of stirred up things. And because he would watch like old home videos
Yeah,
of him with the child or with of his son and things like that, and he would get him make him emotional, things like that.
yeah.
But later on, and he was a drug addict.
Oh,
He was a drug addict because the wife found him a few times in different
he
places in
was
the
like
house.
it's like Scarface.
like yeah, yeah. And she was did not like it, but basically said, just don't do it in front of my daughter.
Right.
And she kind of left it. I mean, this lady is really in this for.
And then didn't the housekeeper or the house manager at some point mention to her about that too and was saying that
Yes,
ever since his wife died and his child, that he kind of uses it to cope.
yes.
And so I think that kind of made her also, the bride also feel like, oh, well, it's just, he needs time to like, get over those feelings and, and hopefully, I got the feeling that she had a feeling like hopefully in time with me here and my daughter here that he'll feel like a family again and he'll, make better decisions and blah, blah. So she was very conscious of things, like you said, like the crazy things that were happening. And then, but also when those things were happening that she saw, she was like, she didn't just immediately say, oh, okay. Like
No,
she,
no.
her
She
antennas were up. Her antennas were always up
and
the
she
whole
and
movie.
she and she made sure to tell him to let him know that
Yeah,
she didn't like that stuff. She wasn't happy about it. But then again, she kind of, put it to the side and kind of let it
yeah,
pass. We find out later
yeah.
that
Okay, we're not gonna give any big things away.
I
Don't
gotta say stuff.
don't give up big things. Because I think this movie was really good, and I think if people haven't seen it, that they would like to see it, and they shouldn't spoil
Okay, so
it.
how do we say it without spoiling it? So,
So what I'll say is that um I wasn't sure. I kind of got from the beginning that, usually when it's like a super like wealthy man that like basically buys a woman overseas and brings her, like nothing good's gonna come of this, you know? So
yeah.
I knew something was gonna go down. I wasn't exactly sure what. And as the movie was going along, I thought I kind of had an idea, but I totally had no idea what was happening. Everything that turned out to actually be like came out of left field for me, but in a good way. It was a good, like, oh shit moment.
Yeah.
A couple of them, but
It was a good one.
um, but yeah, it was definitely. I thought the pace throughout the whole movie was really good. The story was really good, and like the end result of it and the end of the movie, I thought everything tied in well together. Very good.
So
I thought it
so
was very good.
I didn't there was a point that I got into the movie that I was only gonna give this like a side. And then when it started to get, I want to talk about it.
Well, if you want to, you can, I guess, but I'm not
There's
gonna
a,
be the
well,
one.
I'll
I'm not gonna
say
be the
she
one.
finds out she ultimately finds the bride ultimately finds out that he had sinister plans
From the
for
beginning.
from the beginning for her daughter. I'll say that. And when she found out about it and tried to stop it, he tried to stop her. And the way he tried to stop her was, I was shocked.
Yeah,
I didn't even see that this movie was going to go in this direction. And and I was pleasantly surprised.
yeah, me too.
Then when there was a point after that where she, was still trying to kind of help her daughter,
Yeah,
and I'll say that she got a hold of his stash, and things went buck wild. That's what I'm gonna say. And guys, watch the movie
watch the movie.
because and stick with it, because there might be some, I think there might be some that will start to watch this and maybe start even to get to the middle, and maybe it's like, it's not, they're not into it.
Mhm.
Although, like, I didn't hate it or anything, but
Yeah.
it did pick up. Because
Oh, a lot.
it picked up, and I literally said, "Oh shit," when I was
Yeah,
watching, and I was glued, like, continued to be glued to the
to the
movie
end.
to the
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
So watch this movie before it goes off of Tubi. I don't know if
yeah,
that's ever going, sometimes these movies leave Tubi.
yeah.
So
This
watch
is a
the
good one.
movie. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like this video, and like, we want to know what you guys thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again. So again, this is Twins Talk Tubi, and we are here on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us and like these videos.
Horror flick
And the
chicks.
Horror Flick Chicks channel on YouTube. And we also have a podcast here, so you can check out those videos as well, and subscribe and like those videos as well. We'll be back next week with a brand new review from Tubi. And until then, we're signing off.
Bye.